Hello and welcome to RC Birds, and thanks for stopping by. I have a new project. No, it's not the clodbuster here, but the clodbuster takes a very serious part in my new project. I call the project PAC project at this time. Later on I will show you more about it, but I find out one thing as I prepared my new project, so I want to show it to you. I had planned for the new project that I use these tires as rear tires on the new car, and to do that I find out, although the clodbuster has axles with a diameter of 6 mm, when it comes to the wheel connectors, we are down to quite standard 11 mm. This will fit on every car, even some older cars. You know, you need just this little pin which goes right through the axle, and there are a lot of aftermarket parts out there which provide 11 mm hex connectors, which are screwed on these pins, and then you are good to go. The next problem I find out is the size of the tires. They are really big, and I tried to put them on my lunchbox, but they will rub on the body or don't even fit really on the car without touching the gearbox. So now I found what I searched for. There he is. This thing is 11 mm, and now we have the wheel. We have the wheel connector. And then it should normally go on every car with a 11 hex millimeter if the car prevents enough space to use these big tires. Another issue is that you have this 4 mm thread long enough, or the axle sticking out long enough, because this plastic kind of the wheel connector here has a thickness of around 3 mm. This will be added to the axle too, and this is a second issue. But I tested some other thing. What I'm planning to do is using 4 of these wheels. This is my Konghead. I can show it to you. The tires of the clodbuster won't fit on here. Although the car has these 11 mm. You can put this in, and you see here, right, with the thickness of the rim, you will never get the lock nut on, because the whole thing is too short. So I don't fit the tires of the clodbuster on my Konghead. I fit the Konghead tires on my clodbuster. So, almost done. Before I start with mounting the little wheels, there's something I have to say. Or it's just the other way around, as I said before, for the Clodbuster tie rims. These rims aren't so deep and aren't big enough. And as you can see, I take these brass wheel connectors from the Clodbuster and will put the wheels on. But you can see right here that the rim isn't as thick as this space here is. So I need to add, after I put the wheel on, this little guy. Now we have a little space left over. But later, when the rim is on, it really sits very tight, and I can screw the 4mm lock nut on. And this will work. And these little bushings you have left over from the Clodbuster build, as soon as you change it to ball bearings. So now it's time to take the car out and drive it. Here's still enough ground clearance, but the weight of the Clodbuster presses a little bit on the tires. This is fine. I will do the test drive on-road, not off-road, because this might take some damages on the rims or the wheels when I'm try to jump with it or use it in rough terrain. For now it looks very funny. What I'm expecting from this is the Clodbuster might be a little bit slower in driving because the wheels are smaller, but they aren't so heavy as Clodbuster wheels, so I think the steering will probably be run better or be improved because the servo don't have to do so much work. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, nice try. The speed of this car with its little tires decreases down to, I would say, rather a crawler speed. It's very good handlebar. The steering hasn't improved as I expected it. Even if the car stands right on a place, it's the same phenomenon as with the clodbuster tires, that the tires don't even move. But as soon as the car is running, it works very great. Okay, the turning radius increases a lot by decreasing speed. This is really not optimal, but just for the show, yes, I think this might be a third clodbuster I will probably build in the future with these little tires and maybe some kind of a lowrider car. And I have enough space here so that I can do something with some servo mechanism. And okay, we will see. The second clodbuster is a project which isn't realized. Sometimes the car isn't available and sometimes the parts aren't available. So I didn't realize it until yet. But I hope in the near future that I get the car and the extra parts are needed for it. And then I'll do a second clodbuster project, which is probably more to the original monster trucks than it is here right now. So I hope you enjoyed this little video about this funny project with changing the tires. If you got some questions, write it down in the comments. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And as always, I really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, because this will really help me out. Thank you for watching and see you soon on RC Birds.